Last year, Americans spent $48 billion shopping online under the influence. Let's go find out what they were buying and what they were drinking. Welcome to SOLUTI.
Shopping, everybody loves to go shopping. And if you are imbibing when you're shopping, then SOLUTI.
We are back. Welcome to SOLUTI, shopping online under the influence. I have water in my glass. I believe you have Chardonnay in yours. Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's water in that, right?
Yes, there is.
And I can turn the wine into water.
So listen, we are back with Mark Prentice, and he's one of my favorite people. I refer to him as my musical husband. We co-write songs together. We are working on one very specific project right now. But I'm going to ask you to remind people about you and what you do and how good you are.
Damn, I'm good. I have been it's been my career. I've been a professional musician since I was 15 years old, I guess, just before my 15th birthday.
Working in bars at that time? Did you go into the bars?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
That
it was great.
That was a different time.
It was great because when I was 15, I looked like I was like 9, you know. But anyway.
That's how good of a bass player you were.
Yeah, I guess. I was a guitar god in those days.
Oh, you were?
Oh,
okay.
man.
Guitar god.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
right.
You would not have been able to resist me. Anyway, no, I have been a record producer, songwriter, and made an amazing living, traveled all over the world, played for, it's at least hundreds of thousands, probably millions of fans.
Yeah.
It's really been just a really interesting, amazing life, and my sons have followed me into this work, which is really great. And
I mean,
actually, they encouraged me to start the next venture for me, which is going to be an educational
remind everybody
thing.
about that.
Yeah, so I've started this website called mastermindmusician.com, which is a membership site, kind of an ongoing library of both professional tips and a lot of things about perspective and mindset. So, it's one thing to have a tactic to sort of know what to do. But if you don't understand why you're doing it or what the larger purpose is, then, the chances that you'll implement that with any consistency and any success are pretty slim. So this is at the urging of both of my sons. I'm going to kind of spread this around. Good. Really looking forward to it.
I think you'll help a lot of young musicians.
Yeah, I think so too. And I love them. I want to see them.
You're very supportive of our industry.
Yeah.
You're a very kind man. You've got a wonderful reputation.
Wow.
Yeah.
SOLUTI.
SOLUTI. So this brings us to one of the things we're going to talk about today. Mark and I are working on a very specific project. I would come home and listen to the rough mixes that we had done, and they weren't sounding great to me. And I said to Mark, I said, they're not sounding that good to me when I'm in the car listening on my car stereo. They sound pretty good, but when I come in here and I listen to them on my little Bluetooth speakers, they're not good. It isn't good at all. I said, what, do you have any recommendations? He talked to our very dear friend, Doug Wayne, who is one of the top engineers in this town, brilliant, great engineer. And Doug said, you need to tell Sandy to get these speakers.
Right.
I got them, and you're going to pull them up? Okay.
I will.
And,
I'm Carol Merrill.
Yeah, thank you. Carol Merrill.
Yeah.
And these are called iLouds. These are some of the best speakers that I have ever had. They're Bluetooth. I can play things off my iPad, off my phone. They are so crisp, so loud, so precise. The first time you came over and heard them, you were pretty blown away with how good these things are.
Yeah, well, I think one of the things, and all this Bluetooth stuff is great, but I think one of the things a lot of people don't understand is most of the Bluetooth speakers they sell are mono. So every mix of every song you have is in stereo, and when you combine that to mono, you lose there's a lot of really phase canceling sound. The sound changes a lot.
Right.
So I know what Sandy was listening on was turning these things to mono.
Yeah, they're sounding very compressed.
And a lot of
there wasn't all the interesting things that we'd worked so hard in the studio to make sure
they were still there. You just couldn't hear them.
Exactly.
So Doug, my engineer of choice, and he really is brilliant.
Yeah, he's great.
And he's also, I love you, Dougie, but he's a total geek. And he reads incessantly about all this stuff. He's obsessed with audio and sound and the latest, greatest, and he's a computer nerd and all that. And he said, oh boy, he said, I have read so much from some engineers I really respect about these speakers, and tell Sandy to grab them. And she did. And they really are fantastic. And not only do they sound great from sort of a civilian or consumer standpoint, but they're accurate to the point of being like a reference monitor. And what that means in our world is something that you can trust what you're hearing, that it'll translate to all the different ways that we listen to things, because we listen to things a gazillion different ways now. So you have to have something that's kind of the anchor, kind of the benchmark, that you know, if it sounds good here, then all the audio information is accurate. So it should translate well. I mean, it's going to be different on different systems, but you know that when you're mixing something on a reference speaker, you're hearing the truth. Yeah. You know. And
I will tell you, I was thrilled to order them. I was probably drinking a glass of Chardonnay when I did that. I got here a couple of days later. They were easy to hook up, because I'm not really a tech person and everything, but they were easy to hook up. And man, are they crisp and loud. And should I tell the story about my burger along? I had them hooked up. I was listening in the house to them. I went and ran some errands. I forgot that they were still turned on. I was listening to stuff in my car, Bluetooth. And when I came down my driveway, it switched from my Bluetooth in the car to these guys. And these guys came on, and I like to listen loud. And they were so loud that they tripped my burglar alarm.
I love it.
So... but
Sandy told Doug the story. He said, you know, when the little red light's blinking, that means kind of telling you that you need to turn them down.
Yeah, the little red light is in the front.
But as a fail-safe too, you can't blow these up, because they will shut themselves down. I mean, they have this fail-safe circuit in there.
Because I like to listen loud, and they do shut themselves off if I'm listening too loud. Yeah. So, all right.
Yeah. Yeah. And so when you're possibly under the influence, and you're listening a little too loud, these guys got your back. Right.
So these were a great find, and I thank Doug Wayne for these. Yeah,
iLoud, and you can.
Are you
going
to get you some?
Yeah, if I had my phone, I'd order them right now. Hey. It's literally true. I'm going to go do that in a second. But yeah, they're amazing. I mean, so iLoud, you can get them on their site, right? It's the I
may have got them on Amazon.
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon as well.
But we'll have all that information.
Yeah.
We will include links for these. It will be on our Facebook and our Instagram. And if you'll subscribe to SOLUTI, Shopping Online Under the Influence, you'll be able to find all that information. So go and subscribe to us, like us, love us, tell your friends about us.
And where do you put the comments?
You put them down there.
Yeah, that's where we want them.
I am not a very tech-savvy person, social media savvy, and it shows.
No, you're exactly what the world needs.
Oh, yeah.
You are. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're sort of like, this is like the people's channel. Right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The older people's channel.
SOLUTI. Hey, we're people too.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Thank y'all for stopping by.
iLoud.
Mark Prentice.
They're loud. Sanderly Knox.
You loud.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. Bye.
Shopping.
Talk to me about my thing, and we'll do that at the front, and we'll talk about all of that. You know, I'm a promosexual.
That's SOLUTI.